If Vitalik can catch pedophiles, I don't know. I don't see why we can't. We should catch ourselves a pedophile.
Catch it.
Ooh.
Alex has he has got a nearly 50% incarceration rate now. He like arrests, gets half of them to go to jail. It's pretty impressive.
Good for him.
Impressive.
Way better than I would imagine what Chris Hansen got.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
know about that. By the end, they had like a whole investigation running side by side.
But like his main show. I think it was you, Kyle, who told me that most of those guys didn't end up going to jail.
Well, basically, it's like this. The first season, they didn't know this was going to work. They didn't know what was going to happen. So they were shocked when like dozens of pedophiles were either showing up or trying to show up or one thing or the other. So and then the viewers were like, whoa. You're letting them go? And they're like, they had to change the format of the show. They had to get the cops involved. Yeah. But even then, sometimes the evidence wouldn't be right, or maybe something would be done inappropriately as far as the investigation. The cops, it's not like the movies, I guess. The cops can't just be like, you're guilty.
Yeah.
All right, come with us. They there's a chain of command.
Come with us, my last time.
Yeah, it didn't always work out. Yeah. But the recent episodes I've seen, they do that after report where they show like what they got sentenced to, and it varies so wildly that it feels kind of dirty. Like it's like, well, hang on, we can't give this guy 6 months if you're going to give him 16 years. Like,
exactly.
What the fuck?
How do you get into catching pedophiles?
That's what I'm saying. Like, all you need is like a phone and like like that's it.
You get lying.
I'm taking a totally different approach. I'm casing elementary schools, playgrounds, shit like that. That's where they hang out, right?
You're not Batmaning this. We're gonna.
Holy shit!
You're not telling me what to do, Kyle.
Okay, you'll be our exterior squad. You're
gonna love my costume.
Wearing your mask, watching, keeping a close eye on the kids.
Just
with your
paramotoring
camel
from playground
to
playground, looking for.
Oh, you're just doing goals up there.
They call him the Candy Man. You're just dropping stuff from your paramotor.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't even know what like I'd have to talk to Alex Rosen. Like, what do you?
Oh no!
Like, how do you actually catch them?
All right, so here's what I'd do. I would go onto like Reddit or somewhere like that, and I would pose as like a teen.
Yeah,
somewhere I'd be like a confused teen on a subreddit that's for teenagers. And then I would wait for the creepy messages to pile in, and I'd start talking to them.
Do you think that many would actually come in?
You see it all the time. Like you'll see posts where people will be like, "Hey, I'm 15. All I posted was new shoes for cheerleading practice. It's my feet in the shoes. These are my messages." And it's like, we've gone to a dark place.
Oh shit! Anyone out there listening to this, if you want to pretend to be a teenager online, send us the screen caps of the pedophiles. Tweet those at me. I want to see if we can find some.
Yeah, you know what I would you know what I would be worried about, and this is like weird, but it's such an awful, pedophilia is like the worst thing. We always say it, but like I'd be afraid it's somehow a crime to like be on the receiving end of the pedophilia. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like
entrapment.
I'd be weird. I'd be weird that, or not even that like somehow it would seem like I'm creepy because I have a 14-year-old girl profile that I'm operating online. I'd imagine you're out there trying to catch pedos, but you just get caught pretending to be a 14-year-old girl.
Just because my Reddit handle is 16 and slutty doesn't mean I'm creepy.
Yeah, right? Like, you need cameras. They're like, all right, everyone, now we're going to log in. We're watching the teen profile we're using to catch bad people. Everybody ready for this?
It would only be creepy if it was like, like they're like, Kyle caught the pedophile. Over the months, he'd made tens of thousands of profiles pretending to be the same 11-year-old girl.
And using it after the sting.
People question his methods by using pictures of actual children. Like,
just using actual children. He recruits them.
I mean, I know
that seems illegal.
Chris Hansen used to get like 20-year-olds who looked like 15. Yeah. That was his work. Which is it's just a young.
He's got like this cute 20-year-old college student wearing a baseball cap and some jeans, like she looks 12. It's like, bro, don't go in. Those cookies aren't for you. Don't go in.
It's like their last meal. Their little cookies.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're already done. They're already cooked. You want going in is definitely showing, probably escalating things, but once they show up, I think once they're in the yard there, they fucked up. Sometimes the cops will be in ghillie suits. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the dude in the
Like
ghillie suit
front
jumps
yard
out.
bushes.
I love that.
Hilarious.
That guy's having such a fun evening.
Yeah,
There
he's
was
like,
a
hey,
guy,
Chief, can I get the ghillie out? Well, Datelines here. Why not?
An ex MLB pitcher got stinged yesterday or 2 days ago or something like that.
sucks.
And there was a guy who apparently looked like me. People tagged me like a million times on Twitter. They were like, "Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that?" And the guy who tackled him looked like me with a mustache, white guy with a mustache. Luckily, but they just opened the door and he fucking bull charged him and tackled him onto the grass, which that seemed aggressive. But he must have been a really
I
bad
liked
pedophile.
So,
I loved it.
yeah,
Yeah, I thought that was great.
Yeah, I'm fine with
So,
tackling pedophiles.
He like knocks or rings or whatever, and when the door opens, there's a camera so you can see what's going on inside the room just before he opens the door. And the cops are sort of on the starting blocks. You know how before a race you get ready and in position?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah,
all
exactly.
on the starting blocks, and they know who's going first, second, third. So they flow out of that room like 8 deep rapidly, and the lead man wraps our pedophile up and tackles him to the ground, sends him flying a few feet, like Bobby Boucher tackles him to the ground.
Yeah.
It was pretty. I didn't mind it at all because you saw that other clip where the pedophile immediately pulls the handgun out when he sees the cops. The cops were kind of like pushing up on him, but they were still being what you call polite, like cop polite.
How would you even get them in the end, though? Like, let's say that you have the most convincing fake profile, Kyle, and you actually bait a pedophile who happens to be in your area, and you're like, meet me at the fucking Bojangles off 7th Street at noon. You know? And then you meet him there, and then you're like, aha, I've got you.
Yeah.
Like, and then if you call the police, are the police going to be like, actually, because you're an adult, he wasn't actually talking to a minor? Or would he be in trouble for like, well, this guy thought you were a minor and he was clearly going to do something illegal?
Yeah, you'd have to ask Rascal McGovens about the particulars. But I noticed sometimes with Chris Hansen that it'll be like, you know, they will say, just them saying that they're coming there to do the things and then showing up is showing the intent. So, and there's also laws about, I don't know how it's phrased, but speaking dirty to children through the internet, like
cockpick.
Sending dirty pics is definitely its own crime too.
Yeah, if they do that,
you had something that proved you knew it was a prank.
They do that, and it's, you know,
like if I showed up with a note in my pocket that said, "I knew this was Chris Hansen. I'm actually here for the cookies," right?
I
and
think
it's
I did
written. I can pull this out.
Yeah,
viable
I
defense.
think the guy did
Interesting.
that. Well, it would depend what you had written in the messages. In the messages, he was like, "Yo, Chris, I know it's you. I'm coming for them cookies." Like I think you'd be all good because you never said you were doing anything dirty. You never did anything dirty. You're sitting there.
But what if you sent a picture of your cock though?
That's a problem.
Because
that's a problem.
Yeah.
Is that illegal?
Yeah, to a
To
child.
send a picture of your cock to a child.
What if I know it's not a child, right? In this scenario, I knew it was Chris Hansen.
Well, I think you'd be under the implication that it is a child.
Yeah.
Well, you'd have to fight that one in court, I think, Woody.
Yeah,
I don't think people are not going to take your side.